Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kyonin Legacies. I am your host, Wuten, and today I'm playing as a player. It's been about a month. Woo! But, going down the list here, first up we have Cygnus playing as Kanari.
I live.
Yes. We have Solar playing as Anri.
Yes!
We have Sorren played by Chaotic.
Absolutely.
We have Kai playing as Kai.
Oh,
And below Kai, we have Ebony playing as... Not Cassandra. Not Cassandra. Because we don't know the name of the new character yet. And of course, over on the right-hand side, our benevolent GM for the afternoon, GutiuSerenade.
Boof. Fuck.
oh shit. God damn.
Start the stream over.
Right. Redo.
Redo. Sorry, guys, 1 second.
Sorry, it's contagious.
Okay, you can start. It's been more than 18 seconds.
I'm aware, GM. Okay. So last time on Kyonin Legacies, it has been about a month, so I had to kind of watch last stream to catch up on all the bullet points myself. But last time, the group was enjoying some nice food and drink and celebration after the defeat of the corpse spinner in the forest, and simultaneously lamenting the loss of Anri's rifle. While there, they kept getting drinks from a mysterious benefactor at the bar. While thought initially to be a flamboyant-looking man, it was actually from a guy who was just so invisible that he was just almost unnoticeable because of how just does not have much presence, or personality, or anything.
Yeah.
But he invited them to meet with his boss at the Prenemian docks the next evening, which I do believe is where half of our party is going to go once we're caught up. In a bit of a heartfelt moment back at their inn room, Cassandra decided to bid her farewells, as she had a heartfelt reunion with her father, and they both decided that their family had been through quite a lot in the past several years, and perhaps it was time to build the bridges back again. So she will be staying behind to assist with the shop work, while her father takes on some new R&D work under the aid of the Prenamia family. Anri, in her drunken stupor in the shower, in a complete juxtaposition, had a dream back to the night where she escaped from her family's castle and village, as it fell under siege to hobgoblins and another mysterious creature that took a particular interest in the basement. And the next day, they decided to do a little shopping and preparing for whatever comes next, selling off goods and turning in quests and the like. And Shizuki met an interesting individual who was being watched over, shall we say, by the local Hell Knights. And in an attempt to impress this person, she got her fist stuck in a bear trap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then Anri, still processing what it meant to forgive those of noble heritage, for lack of better phrasing, bid her heartfelt goodbyes to... Heartfelt is the word of the day, by the way. Farewells to Cassandra alongside Kai and Tai, who
Oof, oof.
had a gift for Cassandra, a small harmonica that she bought with a little bit of money left over from Anri's sweets per diem. Something to remember her by.
Mm.
And I do believe in that split, that was half the party. I believe the other half was going to go and meet with was going to go to the meeting at the docks. But before we do that, was there anything else folks wanted to kind of retroactively do or see to, any business or stuff?
I think the only thing from my end is needing the reminder of how many days I am into the thing I was crafting for Wuten. Because I think we're saying day 1 of 3 here at the end of the last session, but I just want to make sure that we haven't, that no more time has passed since
Yep, that was
the
day
last
1 of 3.
session.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, so I think that, so yeah, I think you started crafting it the day of like the going around shopping, which was still same day. Yeah. So this is the night of that day.
Got it. Okay, well, as long as I don't need to be attending to that, instead I'm happy to come with to the docks.
Nope,
Okay.
it should be all good.
Okay, because I think you only have to invest like 8 hours of the day, right? You don't have to be working
Yeah.
full
yeah.
24. Okay.
Mhm.
Additionally, with that, crafting doesn't really get in the way of roleplay in the same way like some other active thing is. It's more of a passive thing on like in the background that you can be doing while also
Yeah.
participating in roleplay.
I just
stuff.
imagine you come down to the docks with us and you're just fiddling.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
MMO timer. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you were like, and I think you remember even saying that you were just kind of fiddling with it while Shizuki was inside that bar for an extended period.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, she's having a.
you're probably
Lunch?
making you're probably making finishing touches at this point in the day to the first day's stuff. So
Got it.
that being said, if there is nothing else, go ahead and. Go ahead and move folks over here. So I have Shizuki, Kanari, and Sorren as well. Where are you going to go?
I was assuming I was going to the docks when
Okay.
we're going to the docks.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have nothing else I'm doing. I think I was just hanging out with.
No, you're good. I was just making sure. So the three of you going down to the docks, and the sunset is reflecting just enough over the horizon that it's not blinding anybody, but it's providing just enough light to see where you're going to be going here. Sure enough, when you get down towards some of the planks, the familiar gentleman is waiting for you there.
Wasn't this in the evening when it was happening, or night?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Evening time. Oh, Lucian! As Shizuki will wave him down as they're approaching.
Oh, hey, you made it. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you did, and well, I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Just awkward. All right, I'm not really a verbose adventuring type. I probably don't really give that vibe off much, but yeah.
No, everything's fine, my guy. Nothing to worry about.
Anyway, my boss is up ahead with a couple of Hell Knights and the 2 persons of interest.
All
I
right.
wanted to. One of them, we have confirmed, is an escaped member of the cult group that's been running around. The other was traveling with him, though under what means we weren't entirely sure. So, figured a third party wouldn't be too out of the ordinary to assess.
Well,
Seeing as we happen to be all wrapped up in this nonsense.
All right. In that case, we lead the way. And
Jumps off the edge of the tower.
Oh yeah. Very casually.
As one does.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the map, and it's just the way it looks. It looks like we're on a tower. The stairs are supposed to
yeah,
be. That's what it looks.
yeah, it looked like a walkway to me, so in the moment I was just like, oh, this is supposed to be a higher up tower, isn't it?
Well, anyways.
Oh well,
jumps.
I like this map. Screw it.
I
It
like
conveys what I need. It conveys what I need it to.
Exactly.
I like
get
the idea of Lucian just very casually just stepping off the edge
Tower.
and just continuing on walking.
If you
Doesn't
if you
stop
remember
walking.
his class and abilities, he
Oh, yeah,
could
I know.
easily do
I
that.
know. I know.
If he wanted to, he could
Oh,
just
yeah.
do that.
I know.
Which does
Oh.
remind me that a ring of featherfall wouldn't try to with some.
So Shizuki will go around to the other side to where presumably there is an actual walkway. Down.
Sure.
Make your way down to the docks.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, this is weird. For some reason, like I'm losing frames when I'm. What? So.
You're
Thank
not the
you.
only one.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you
it's
for-
not just me. Okay.
Thank you for humoring me, guys.
You're good.
Let me see. I don't think it's set to dynamic lighting. No, it is not.
Shouldn't be.
I know sometimes that causes the frame drop.
No, it's probably just roll 20
being
being roll
stupid.
20. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just the three of them? Very well. Suppose that's. I'm glad they could accept the invitation. Welcome! Calls out familiar face of Benedict.
Oh.
Right. I remember Lucian sitting there and saying he.
Well, good to see you.
I heard of your recent victory in the forest from my lord. Congratulations, and job very well done.
Thank
None
you.
of us we would not have suspected that such a creature was even making territory in the forest, and so close to various civilizations, no less.
All the more reason to have it taken care of.
Its infection could have spread far too easily.
Mhm.
At any rate, to business, shall we?
Yes, let's as Shizuki will her gaze will fall onto the half orc over here. Oh, these two are the suspected ones, I presume?
Just so.
Hmm.
And Ebony,
Yes.
you recognize one of these people. You had lunch with them earlier.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey.
How's the bear trap?
Hey, Benedict looks over. You this individual. Uh-oh.
I recognize you, Bird Trap.
Miss Bear Trap, hey, how are you doing?
You hear
What?
Lucian go. His way of stifling
What the fuck?
his way of
I
stifling
laughter sounds like
a
he's
laugh.
choking.
Well, it is Lucian.
Yeah.
He had to stifle his laughter from
Oh yeah.
since that has a completely different connotation when it is veiled.
Oh.
You're familiar. Good. Should make things go rather smoothly. This young lady here was traveling with. Well, now's your chance. Right. Tragus Featherlash.
Give him a good look up and down at his outfit and his appearance, trying to get a gauge.
I have been the one in cooperation with the Guard in assisting, providing what information that I have been able. In exchange for that, I have requested, as close as one can come to immunity. Because quite frankly, I would like to get to Port Perilous. I would like to try and make my way towards Port Peril. Because given what I do know, I do not wish to be in this country should the two remaining leaders persevere with their endeavors.
Okay.
Well, it really sounds like you should start telling us what in the hell that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
What's got you so worked up that, I mean, whatever's going on with it, I'm not much kind to it, but...
Guti, may I roll a knowledge local to know about Port Peril?
Be my guest.
24.
Did I roll a check as well, or am I familiar with Port Peril?
That depends on you, Ebony, unless you think you came here from Port Peril. But Wuten, as for you,
No, I definitely.
okay, then be my guest.
It's a hive of scum and villainy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, Wuten, I do believe this is where the streams cross. So, would you like to tell yourself what you think you might know?
Oh, man. Well, give me a second.
I trust you completely.
Okay. Well, Port Peril. The largest port in the Southern Isles. The Red Isles, if you will. De facto capital of that area. And basically, if you're wanting to go anywhere, do anything, recruit anyone for anything, Port Peril is the place you would go. Because in Port Peril, you can find anything. A population of 43,000, roughly. It's a big place. You can find just about anything.
So what are the reasons that someone would want to head that direction? Just as a place to hide? Or is there anything else you could be doing?
I will say with Wuten's 24, one of his reasons for going there would be a nice off the books way to conceal his any sort of exit. And
he wants to disappear somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
Disappear before he gets disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah. You can probably infer that when he mentions Port Peril.
Okay.
Well, given everything that you've described, it sounds like you're wanting to disappear before something happens. What's going to happen? Or rather, what do you think is going to happen?
Given where their final stages are taking place, I know from my studies that nothing good can come of it. What do any of you know about a place called Kyonin Tower?
I don't
Okay,
know,
well-
Goody. What do we need to roll for that?
I'm going to guess history for me.
I will make that knowledge history. I will also allow local, but it will be higher.
Okay.
Unless you're from the area, likely. Nah.
Kanari, you will get an unspoken circumstantial bonus as well,
Okay,
because you've been doing your reading.
I have.
Oh!
Ooh,
Books person.
Okay.
Yeah, I just stole the 20.
Unica, you have never heard of it. Shizuki, with that history,
I probably
double
recognize
check
the
something.
name, but nothing about it.
You've heard the name in like legends, like just kind of local legends, like just mentioned in passing every now and then.
Hmm.
Sorren, the nat 20 and with the 27. This is you're going to recall a good number of tidbits based on what actually, I probably Kanari. I don't know if Kanari necessarily shared a whole lot, but come on, scramble a little better, brain. Okay, so just
I
from
think I
like
was quiet that whole time. I'm sorry.
you're fine.
I've been talking. I'm sorry.
You're good. So, Sorren, when you first got to Vera, you asked around about like local legends and all kinds of, places of interest or places to stay away from, and you remember that a particular sailor that you spoke with at the dock said, like, well, if you don't like, he pretty much told you, well, if you don't like haunted places, you better stay the hell from Caron Tower. You know what I mean? And that was all it took for you to know. Haunted,
Bad.
bad. That ain't me.
I'm assuming that Kanari otherwise was handing me books and things. Just, I happen to be doing lots of reading, so slip a couple of those in there somewhere.
yep. And she would want to make sure that you're up on your history, at least your history of magecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you might be able to pick up some of the pieces on a little bit that she shared, which I will now reveal for Kanari.
Mhm.
Who gets a little bit of circumstance bonus from your studying.
Okay.
You remember reading about two particular local legends in the archives recently that you took notes in.
Okay.
One of them mentioned a tower where, if you like, whoever enters it, your fears and your regret and your negatives, your inhibitions and sins can be made manifest.
Ah.
It is one of those places where there is a great amount of just magic power surging through this tower.
Right.
And it somehow is tied to its ability to do that.
Okay. And I think this was a tower that we have seen on the map previously based on that description, right?
As a matter of, he goes on to say, it's to the west of here, through the Valley of Remorse. And let me go ahead and...
Well, we don't need to sit there and give everything very obvious naming.
Something tells me that the people who named this don't like this place.
Yeah. And probably had good reason at that.
Where is
Guessing it's
it?
this
I'm gonna
one.
assume this really big, very obvious tower up here. I'm going to assume, or this one. That works too. Where north of where the corpse spinner was.
Based on
Is it-
your roles, you would also know that it's north a ways of an old abandoned village called Noctala. So
Oh,
so it is over here.
it is
Okay.
this other one. Okay.
Ah.
It is the big spooky one in the Black Mountains.
All right. Fair enough.
All right.
Well, I'm not going to surround the spooky dungeon with flowers and rainbows, guys.
Oh yeah.
You sure? Sounds like a great idea.
You know,
Fair and valid.
You know, for some
that
people-
is if you go to the Fey realm, because it's just as dangerous. It is just as dangerous if you flowers and rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways.
well, the only thing I think I can add to that is that you seem, based on the way you're saying it, you want to be out of here now. Does that mean they're close to finishing whatever it is they're doing? And what is it that they're doing? What's going on? What are they? As far as I could tell, it has something to do with all those little rubies. They're trying to bring. I assume they're bringing something or someone back.
Legends tell that the lost souls of the dead that do not completely ascend to the other realms occasionally find themselves trapped in the swirling storm above the old abandoned village and the tower itself. There is a belief that all the people whose loved ones were lost to the wars and conflicts and everything else may have a chance to unify there and find their way to cling to that. It's so, how do I describe this? It is essentially a location of hope for those on there who have nothing else to truly
It's a place where maybe they have a chance of finally passing on, rather than being stuck forever.
either passing on or a way to revitalize them. The high priest was one such person who I heard lost his wife many years back, and he wanted to. He felt that returning her to life as she was before would have been the one way to bring his family back to how it was once whole and loved. But he, of course, like all mad mages who fall from grace, grace is not something he necessarily maintained. I fear that should something go awry, that the way I see it, if all these loved ones are returned to life, they will either hate them for what they've become, or something will go wrong. And I don't need almost 2 decades of magical study to know that an enormous magical tower sending its magic wildly on the fritz is something I want to be in the vicinity for.
You don't need 2 decades of magical knowledge to know that dark magic's not something that you mess with.
Which
As
leads me-
as he's been speaking and as he responds like that, Sorren's just been like fiddling with his hands at the side, like they're just sitting there like uncomfortably moving, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The whole time he's been talking, so.
Which leads me to the third issue. The other leader of this group, the one who calls themselves the Prophet, he does not seem as though he shares the sentiments with any of these people who have lost hope or loved ones. He's after something there. And I do not want to help him any further.
A tower with who knows how many dead spirits hoping for some sort of resolution. Sounds like the perfect place for a necromancer or someone who's looking to have enough power to do something. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, it also sounds like, much as with the little cult base that we dispersed out in the swamp, this is the sort of place where if you wanted to attract a following with promises of being able to see your loved ones again and encouraging people to die for your cause, this would certainly be a place with that sort of reputation, and with a reputation to draw in the desperate, the vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly fits the bill. So, I suppose my question to you is, why leave? Why, what do you get out of not staying and staying on for the whatever the end game is that they have in mind?
Me, I suppose I get to live. I feel like I was already on the prophet's, shall we say, the proverbial shit list for being opposed to various formulas used for he's trying to think of how to phrase this.
Mm-hmm.
I am not one to take shortcuts when it comes to the arcane. And while I was initially fascinated by their divinations, the means to achieve them and the answers that he received through communing seemed to be more detrimental to Pharos Grimm's cause than helpful.
Communing with what?
Or whom?
I would wager. What was that symbol? Was it now I have to look something up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. The symbol. It was a round symbol with I think it was like 3 sabers.
A round symbol with 3 sabers sounds like a religion check, maybe?
That would be a religion check.
Cool.
I will show me.
All right.
No, I won't.
I will just not.
I can rather no I can't.
I keep forgetting I am not Cassandra anymore.
Damn, guys.
Yeah.
Good rolls tonight.
Jesus, y'all doing your studying. Holy shit.
Yeah.
We're getting involved in cult shit. You need to research cult shit, you know?
I guess so. So, a circular symbol with 3 swords sticking out towards 3 different points. This sounds like an emblem of Callistria.
Okay.
What do we know of Callistria?
Callistria, if memory serves correctly with how we handle things in our world, is on the chaotic evil spectrum.
Alignment chart.
of the align.
Mhm.
Yes, I was gonna say of the para. I can't think of the word. Of the
Paranormal?
paragons.
Paragon?
Yeah.
Paragons. I
what's
think.
it?
And I believe her. And this is also from memory. I think it was. I don't have the page open for some reason. It was deception. I believe her realms were deception, ambition,
Vengeance, I think, may
vengeance.
possibly
Oh,
have been a
yes,
thing.
vengeance. That was the main. Yeah, vengeance
Hmm.
are like the three core aspects, I believe.
Has a wasp as like the animal, and was also the goddess that Schism served, I believe, if memory serves correctly, right?
Yep, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Do wonder what she's doing nowadays. I do. Sorren doesn't know who the fuck she is. Anyways. She's not included in the legends, I assume, of the champions that defeated Morgala. It would probably have only been the last 3.
I mean, that in itself could probably be a history roll too, if you were interested. But,
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if it
Yeah.
would be related
I'd
to
do
anything
it.
we're doing, so.
let's see. Well, you knew that there was a. Let's see. How much are we putting the Lego pieces together here?
I assume in terms of, since we're on that subject, in terms of the champions, everybody would know, who lives in Narr'tor at least, would know of the final 3 slew Morgala, but their companions would be harder to know.
Mhm.
So that were with them along the way.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that being said, I'm not sure if those pieces would all connect because I don't think everyone would have known what Schism's religion was.
No, I don't know if anybody in the party even actually ever asked. So it never really, funny enough, it never really came up that much.
Yeah.
So,
It was
Yeah.
just more of like a, nah. We just,
Mhm.
And I don't think it was really a concern or any of our business.
Yeah. I
I think
mean,
none of
Zane
us
might
ever
have asked.
asked.
I think Zane might have asked at one point, but he was just like, "Oh, okay."
yeah.
But at any
he's
rate, that is.
he's open-minded. Chaotic evil gods? Yeah, sure, why not?
At any rate,
Alright.
that
Not
with
our
those
problem.
roles, I think that is a good amount to know about Callistria.
All right.
Okay.
good
Based
deal.
on what he mentioned. Oh shit, that's what he's talking about.
So, what would they be praying to her for? What would they get out of that deal? Or is that a question for him?
Sounds like might be some sort of vendetta of some kind.
That wouldn't
That's
bode
what
well
I'm
for
thinking.
us.
Oh, certainly not.
Vengeance, vendetta. That goes. That's doesn't exactly fall in line with the others at all. Then.
What do you mean?
How far up this chain were you there, Tragus? Because it seems like you know bits and pieces of things, but you don't seem to have it all. Screwed together in one place.
Well, good question. I was one of the scholars, so I was. Whenever there was something of of complex and magical nature that they needed, that they had inquiries over, I was one of the people to go to. It wasn't necessarily any sort of leadership. I was mostly found myself
Just happened
my
to be
face
on
in
the
a book
payroll.
found myself in a book most of the day. Yes,
Hmm.
and well, I will just say there is something to be said with wanting to understand the arcane marvels, but I I think I hit my quota in terms of how, as I said, how things were being handled.
Okay.
Looking for shortcuts, trying to find anything you can, whatever profit to have done as quickly as you can. Sounds like
The bad kind of magic, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What was the, obviously you were there for quite a number of the events that we were part of on this side of things. What was the general mood over there before you left? Desperate? Angry?
It was, I would say it's strange. It was a strange mixture, because given the threats in and around the area, there was a mixture of the optimists and the fearful.
Hmm.
The optimists were ready to see everything through and finally be reunited with loved ones, or being able to commune or speak with them, see them off, what have you, etc., etc. But there were some who didn't even want to make their way through the valley. And like me, they left.
Interesting.
And just to be sure, Goody, this is all news for me, right?
Yes.
you have to, like, it legitimately sounds like you just happened to be traveling.
Yes.
Met on the
pretty
road.
much.
Hey, it's better to have more than one. It's like, yeah, sure. And then, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, she really, like, she told Shizuki's like, this guy just told me to stay here, and they are paying for everything.
Hinoka is just like the gif of like the monkey eyes, just being like,
Well, I guess speaking of, I guess you might as well look to her and say, you able to corroborate whatever he's saying?
To be quite honest, no. This is all news for me. We have been traveling for a little bit. We got lucky enough to escape out of a cave, and when we got here, these folks here just told me to stay here because they needed to talk with him.
oh
Alright.
yes, Hinoka, I can mention. I didn't even mention that. I was one of my first thoughts towards trying to get away to get far away was to come into some money, especially quick. And so I heard tales of a treasure in a cave to the south of here. I joined a group of adventurers, which this young lady here was a part of. But we got separated, and upon hearing the screams, she and I decided to make a full retreat.
Yeah,
So you're the one then. That's about all I'm gonna say. You're the one then.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was not expecting that Agartha would be as tough as they say, but
Tregus turns around to you, face you now, Hinoka, and says, and again, I do apologize you got roped up in all this. I was hoping that everything would just be a quick in and out until, well, he found us. He gestures towards Lucian, who does not appear to be reacting at all.
Okay.
like pat him on the back. Don't worry. We all have our secrets. I understand why you wanted to keep this on the wraps for so long. But I mean, if you're still needing any help to gather that money, I'm good.
Hmm. And may I roll a sense motive to believe them?
Go for it.
All right. 34.
Big.
I'm looking at you.
No, you can. While as they're talking to each other, you're like really assessing their interaction, and you believe them. And his apology to Hinoka does seem sincere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'll turn to look at Benedict and Lucian. Well, given what he's said, and the two of them, what do you make of this situation?
well, I believe all things considered, I might be willing to entertain his end of the bargain, since he has been so forthright with information.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Lucian?
Oh, he's I guess it checks out to me. I caught him. I was ready to butcher him, but I don't think the Hell Knights would have liked that, so I just brought him in. He's just like not making very much eye contact.
Yeah, he's very starstruck. He's not he's not used to speaking up like this.
No, he's not used to social interaction.
Yeah. All right.
Unless he is pointing his weapon at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that I'm hearing here sounds like things that the royalty should know about, because now we know where. Now we happen to know where the big old leader happens to be, and at least generally what he's up to. Maybe our friend here doesn't know exactly what his specific plan is, but I guess all the people underneath don't really need much more of a reason having their chance at whatever it is they've been promised.
It sounds like to me it's victim of circumstance and coincidence that things ended up like this. That said, looks over at Hinoka. It doesn't really sound like you were involved in this at all, were you?
Everything here is news to me as it is for you.
If I might ask something, says Benedict speaks up. The reason I had Lucian summon you here is because we know that your group has a history of foiling the plots of this Pharos Grim. So I suppose my question is, what do you intend to do?
Looks at Sorren, looks at Kanari. Well, what else is there to do?
What we've been doing, we're on, well, you could say we're under contract for this work. And to a certain, for a certain definition.
And I mean, besides, we seem to be the adventuring type, and the adventuring type always just end up right where they need to be. So it seems.
Mr. Fatalist.
Well, I can certainly speak for my lord. I am sure that the crown also appreciates such efforts, given how thinly spread our varied forces tend to be these days.
Shizuki will turn back to Benedict and Lucian. Well, if it's no different, then could we entrust sending a message to the royalty to you? And then, while that's going on, we can go and investigate?
Certainly. It's my understanding that my lady will be in contact. My lady and the princess have been rather close most of their lives. So I will be more than glad to. Convey the information between the two of them, should you wish it.
Okay, excellent, and that's good news for us. Turns, look at Sorren. Good news for us. Sort of like elbows him. Now then, She'll turn to the two Hell Knights as well. Do either of you have any thoughts on what might be an appropriate outcome of this?
How do you mean?
Well, you were certainly pulled here for a reason.
We'll have to convey with our captain, but the terms were that he be forthright with any and all information and inquiries asked. We have assessed that he was willing to do so, so we will deliver our good word.
All right. Well, that's
In the event that this does pass through, and the young man here does make for Port Peril at some point, if there are any further questions, I advise you ask them now.
Well, is there any other information that you can give us? Defenses? Things we should be on the lookout for? Particular artifacts of power? Books, since you said you were so involved with those?
body count.
Let me see.
Body count.
Body count.
Good that you asked, actually. The Valley of Remorse. Some nights, a very dense, I would say a sort of a violet haze of sorts makes its way through the valley, making it somewhat difficult to see. But that, of course, isn't the issue. It's not. There are toxins in this fog that they're not deadly by any means to people who breathe it. It's just that they attract. It's said that they attract especially powerful creatures. If you're going to travel through there, I might, and the fog rolls in, I might recommend seeking shelter until it passes.
So these creatures travel exclusively within the fog?
They are mostly nocturnal, but since the fog is also a way, sort of means to attract them.
So it's the moving cloud of elite fog. Got it.
Yeah. It allows them to camouflage themselves along the cliff sides. Massive beasts. They look like, a book once told me they look like a flying like a sort of flying stingray, but like where the outer fins extend. There is instead a sort of severed in the middle that look like winged wings that also could double as claws.
Well, it certainly sounds hideous.
Any kind of knowledge check in terms of like monster lore?
That will be.
It's usually based on the type, so.
That will be dungeoneering.
Ooh.
Only I was there.
Which is the one I don't actually have.
It's like the only one I have. That and nature.
Rolled
16?
a 7, an 11, and Wuten has a 16.
Neither of you have ever heard of something like this.
Oh, shit.
That bodes well.
Yeah. That probably means avoid those clouds then.
Uh-huh.
It also almost sounds like we should adventure a little more before we adventure into the Valley of Remorse.
Well,
You know, if we could all get overland flight before we went, we could just fly around it.
well, he did say that if the fog rolls in, just find a spot to hide until it passes over.
Yeah.
Well, and Sorren does bring up a good point. You know, how close are they to completing their plans? You know, what is the next big milestone? How long do we have?
It is my understanding that whatever they are attempting, the tower is still a sort of still a relic of the past. People, I believe that they may try to. There are many secrets within it, and to unlock its secrets, I believe it is best to attempt to ascend it. They will not be able to do this by flight, from my understand, at least not from what I understand. And that's due in part to the great cloud that swirls above Noctala and the tower. So that I believe they will try and find means to ascend from within. I know not how long such secrets may take them to uncover, but part of my reason for leaving is I would not wish to find out.
Turns to the other two. Sounds like they'll be cleaning up ahead of us, and so we'll be getting them from behind.
Sounds like it.
Well, do recall what this tower is known for. That
Mhm.
it, I'm sure if it wished to, it could repopulate itself in no time flat.
Oh, absolutely. I'm less talking about the creatures inside and more talking about the treasures within.
Well, if you guys are looking for doing something else, so get maybe more resources of expertise, I mean, even if you are not up to it anymore with Threadways, which I understand, I am still looking to maybe try to get a hold of whatever's inside Skull Cove. And for the looks of it, looks like you might be needing more pants for getting this job done.
We need more pairs of fasty pants.
Well, all the more reason to ask. Hinoka, you want to come along with us?
Well, I've been traveling for a long time looking for, any sort of sign on where I should be going, and evil tower with mists filled with monsters. That sounds like a sign.
Huh.
So,
Do you have a fee?
the what?
A fee, cost for your services.
Oh, do you have food?
Yes.
I think we have quite a bit of that.
Oh, do we have food?
Wait.
Hunting.
I still have... Wait a second.
How many pounds of?
I still have a bear trap.
Do I still have the...
Lifts your hand up, jingle.
Do I actually still have some fried fish from the city?
From how fucking long ago?
From how fucking long ago?
Still good?
It's magical. Of course
Magic
it is.
fish.
Sure.
Listen, if I can bring a high potion from like disc 1 into disc 4 and it still receives the same HP recovery, then what does it matter?
Exactly. Pulls out
That's
some
a
pulls
potion.
out a two pairs of fried fish. How's this for she'll hold one fried fish out to Hinoka. And with this we solidify our agreement.
Takes fish. Bites.
Yum.
Thumbs up.
Perfect.
If you have more of this, I'd be happy to accompany you for as long as you need to.
Sounds like she'd get along with Ryuko.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's a simple person with simple needs.
All right, you
God, isn't that a mood?
you get +1 inspiration for 2 hours.
Ooh.
Woo!
And yes, my name is Hinoka, and you were. Is it gonna like have this cheeky great bird trap.
You know
Right?
what? I'm fine with that nickname.
And may I know who you two are?
Well, my name is Sorren. I suppose it's nice to meet you.
I'm Kanari, and I'm happy to have another capable body along for this adventure.
Gonna go and grab Soren's hand to shake it very, very
Enthusiastically.
enthusiastically, and she also has like a strong grip. And can I? Oh wow! I'm not used to looking up to someone.
She smiles grimly. Anyway, with regard to the remainder of the tower's defenses and such, obviously we don't want this meeting to drag on too long into the night. It's always very cold out here on the docks. Perhaps if you could give us, you're obviously a scribe, you know, you're a man of letters. Maybe you could write up whatever else you know about the castle's defenses and have it sent to us at such and so address, the whatever inn we're staying at, Guti.
Yeah.
On such and so street.
Yes.
So you're saying
Named
this
after the famous street in the big city.
you're saying this to Tragus?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's anything else that I can think of? I'll try and pin it to you. But for the moment, forgive me. There's just so much. When I get back to the quarters they have for me, I'll look through my notes again and see if there's anything that I may have missed.
Very well. Beyond that, then, Hell Knights, Benedict, Lucian, and not wishing to speak for the party, but I don't think we have any other questions for him at this time. I believe with whatever information he gets us in writing, his part of the bargain is fulfilled.
Yep.
As long as you both feel the same.
He can go.
Works well enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Could you guys roll me a quick perception check?
Okay.
Who's listening in on us?
Yep.
I'm gonna roll a mighty perception. Yes.
Up zero.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Not very
You're just
perceptive,
really
I
excited to
see.
travel along. Okay.
33.
Okay. So Sorren,
Which is entirely valid.
as everybody starts to bid farewell, you're the only one who notices this, but it looks like Benedict is whispering something to Lucian real quick.
Am I able to overhear it from the distance I'm at?
No, he's just kind of cupped his hand, leaned over real quick, and just said something very briefly.
Gotcha. Sorren will remember that. Okay. Not like I'm going to say anything about it. It just looks like he's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, are you guys done here then?
I think so.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Well, allow me to walk you back. 'Cause, he will-
Escort.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
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 Uh,
Whoa.
Ah.
Narrow docks.
Never docs.
for some reason, I was dragging both the camera and my cursor at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
New member acquired.
Oh yeah, you can do that. I see.
What do you get?
I'm doing it right now by holding both buttons.
Yeah.
Miss Shizuki. I have a quick word with you.
All right. And Shizuki will make her way this way.
So, and one more thing I wanted to ask you, if you don't mind.
What's going on?
That you got a pretty talented Your group's pretty talented from what I was listening to last night.
Hmm.
Yeah. You got the one guy there who was on the guitar. You had the dancing girl,
Oof, oof.
the singer. If you don't mind my asking, or if you don't mind my noticing, that songstress who was with you guys last night, is she famous? She looks like she's got some talent.
Oh
Not
no, Anri.
Not
Yeah.
that I know
Almost
of.
like she. Oh, okay. Well, almost like she's had a really good, expensive trainer.
Probably.
Mm,
Oh, maybe. I can't say I'm aware of any training that she may have had, but maybe in her youth she may have gotten some classical training.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty fair assessment.
Mm.
Because I couldn't help think that she looked a little familiar somehow, but I could be mistaken. Just know that in the event that I am mistaken, that whatever you don't end up telling to my bosses, just know that between Benedict and I, we're going to look out for you guys. You've been helpful to us, and we're more than happy to. Us and the Pernemias, we're more than happy to keep secrets if you need to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm.
Feel he's
Must be.
laying it on pretty fucking obvious here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Make me a sense motive check, please.
All right. The sense motive. Does he know?
He knows.
Oh.
Shit.
At the same time, because he's essentially telling you, because you have made such a good presentation to the Pernemia family,
Mhm.
that as long as you stay in their good graces, no one has to know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but
But that
What's
still
going on
means
here?
the
Is
Pernemias
that-
have
is
us
that
by
a-
the balls, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
is that a threat or a commendation?
It's,
Yes.
it's not.
Well, you want to know the best part? It's whatever it needs to be at the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a.
He
It's not
has
a
leverage.
threat. It's not a threat. It's a promise.
There we
Exactly.
go. Sweats.
So what about this boat going to the Reed Isles, huh?
We're gonna go join pirate campaign.
You need a
I just want to
gunslinger?
say I just want to say, if that happened, Sephiroth would have opinions. Anyway,
Oh dear.
Yeah. Get up.
Just another runaway noble, you know.
Yeah.
he's basically being like, "You have the Pernemia's protection."
All right.
For now.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
And we'll be telling her to wear her hat of disguise more often.
Mm-hmm.
You should be. And I will keep that in mind. And for what it's worth, I can even ask her and see if she did get some proper training.
Yeah. Well, that being said, good luck out there. Sounds from what our man said, you're gonna need it.
Thanks, Lucian. And be sure to use as much luck as we can. It sounded like things are ramping up. And with that, she will
He will nod his head as you all continue to make your way back towards the city proper.
Alright.
As we're making our way back. So, Inuka, you said your name was, right?
Mhm.
You acted like you knew Shizuki a little earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, she was the one that I
we
met
go.
when I was in the bar. You know, with the Hell Knights outside.
So that's why you took so long while you were in there. And right, they were so I think everything's
It all clicks. It all clicks together.
Now it all makes sense.
Well,
So you really didn't know how involved this guy was with the Pharaoh Screw.
Nope.
He says to Hinuka.
Nope. He seemed to be very interested in making some money, and well, he went on a journey with me and some other folk to Skull Cove, and well, long story short, we were the only ones who managed to get out of there.
Sounds like a pretty interesting place, probably full of treasure and all things that would be very helpful for sitting there and going and storming any dark evil castle or tower or whatever it is.
That's the one that our friend the merchant pointed us towards, right? The Shank Redemption.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be the one. He said it was another place to possibly check out. I don't know if he knows that we happen to be as involved in this cult thing as we are. I think he knows we're a couple of adventurers that foil the plot. And
Oh, so you're familiar with all the bad juju he was spitting about?
For the most part, yes. There's a couple of things
about
there's a couple of things that I think we need to fill you in on. It's been a long couple of months.
couple of weeks. Who knows how long? Timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Shizuki is right. You should have a full picture of what it is that you're signing up for before you commit to it.
Mhm.
So, as we're walking back, I suppose give her the Cliff Notes version of everything that we've gone through.
So
Yeah.
there we were, making our way out into the swamps.
I bet you're wondering how I ended up here.
It all happened in the summer of 1505.
So we'll end up...
you give the abridged story to Hinuka.
Yeah.
Kyonin Legacies abridged.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
many questions.
Oh no.
Oh boy. That'd be
Probably
games,
not
bitch.
necessarily fill her in on we're traveling with a deposed noble and all that. But
Right. No, I'm not talking like
important
intimate
bits.
details, but things like the
Yeah.
Oni and
Yeah.
yes.
the cult.
carefully skirting around anything that we wouldn't want anyone outside of the group currently to know.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work for
around
that.
the character backstory.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to work for those. You
Yep.
want those juicy tidbits? You're gonna have to work for 'em.
Yep, you have to start from scratch, baby.
Yeah. I know nothing about the story anymore.
Affinity reset, motherfucker.
All right. Wait, weren't Oni extinct? Oh.
Yeah, that's what everyone else thought too.
Well, you're gonna be in for a big surprise then when we get back.
Well. Damn. Sounds like you're up to quite some delicate business.
They got us buried up to the neck in it.
Yeah.
It seems like it. I mean, I am not the very inquisitive or sharp one, but who's gonna pull out her axe? I can do this.
Fucking destroys an entire tree.
just cleave down, blow out a whole city block. I could do this.
She's gonna hold the axe, and you see as she gonna like tightens her grip, the axe ignites.
Mommy,
Its
yes.
blade ignites.
Can I tell if it's the axe that's doing it, or is it magical power?
Goody. That's a you question.
That would be a spellcraft check to identify class ability.
Yeah,
If
maybe.
If it's either class ability or the properties of a weapon.
Spellcraft it is.
Yes, it is a weapon.
It's the weapon? Okay. Oh, where'd you find that thing? It's looking like a nice, pretty little X there.
It is. Family heirloom.
Family heirloom. Interesting.
I found
Where you come from? I found it. It was in my my.
If you want to know the specifics, it is a +1 igniting great axe.
Nice.
Oh, I see. Family heirloom. Where do you come from to have such nice look handed down through the family?
Well, I can't say it comes from the place in specific. My people and I normally travel around for all over Kyonin. You ever heard of the Thunder Dragon?
Have I heard of the Thunder Dragon, Goody?
That's going to be an Arcana and or a religion check.
Well,
I am
my
stupid.
Arcana is better, so.
I am stupid. I was gonna roll for my own backstory.
Do I remember my own story?
Well, I was born, and then here I am.
It was a long time ago.
So, Chaotic, you know that dragons can sometimes have elemental properties. But there is
One of them is thunder.
I'll give you this at least. You remember how I said you were like asking around like tales when you first got here and whatnot?
Yep.
You do know there's a particular dragon of the lightning affinity that is sort of seen as a god in this realm.
Okay.
But you don't know a whole lot much else about him.
Okay. Oh, so the Thunder Dragon. So you are a couple of wanderers, a lot like the. My brain is blanking at the moment. Not Gith, not Gith. They are not right. What Zareth was?
Banara?
Say it again.
Vishkanya.
Vishkanya. Yeah. So the Thunder Dragon's a lot like the Vishkanya caravans that wander around in Narr'tor. Huh. Seems there's a lot more people that just travel around in wagons than.
With that said, local checks for anyone interested?
Sure.
Probably
For
safer.
the dragon?
For something else.
Okay.
Local. 25.
Me included, or?
You don't need to because you already know about them.
Mhm.
Okay. Shizuki especially knows about this. You do know that there is a nomadic the primary followers about this is a nomadic tribe called the Omelia Nomads. I will spell that out for you.
Oh, that bunch again.
I have no idea. So.
They are a nomadic tribe of magic users
Okay.
who kind of act as sell swords and the like. They tend to also follow the lightning affinity.
And the
most
first part of their
spell
name is
work.
Ohm. That's clever. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That was my winging sound. And and they are they act as sell swords, but they try and like do their part to like help others where they can. Their numbers have dwindled a lot over time and kind of like shifted into like more modern society, but
Right.
they still cling to their histories.
Okay. Well,
And hey, man, I mean, traveling caravans. You want to know the best part about that? Makes a great place for merchants to send their goods. Just saying.
exactly.
It's probably how a lot of those caravan people who live in the wagons. That's probably how most of them maintain their lifestyles, both through sellsword and merchants. So.
Yep. Merchant escorting. Yeah.
No, being merchants, they would live in wagons. Who says they can't bring goods along
that's
with
true.
them and sell them?
That's
And they don't even have to do it. They could just go town to town, buy goods, and then they are arbitrage. They move between places, buy exotic silk rugs from fucking, I don't know, from Edge Castle and move to a place you're from. It's like, oh, it's an exotic good. I'll pay double the price. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Actually, Shizuki, with your 25, that reminded me of something else you would know. Maleo once mentioned to you that his old friend Fang was a part of those nomads.
Yep.
All right. Well, the Omnilian Nomads. I know that name before. She will
Sounds
turn
like an
to.
interesting bunch.
She will turn to Kanari and Sorren. Didn't Maleo mention that one of his friends was part of that tribe?
Yes.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I think he did.
It's, according to my notes here, Feng Shineba, she was a Yanagi's niece.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Yanagi is the general, right? I'm just
The general in Leozeros, yeah.
Wait,
okay, just checking. There's a lot of noble relation going on here. It's a
mind
goddamn
blown. Mind blown.
I love watching people connect the dots.
What the fuck?
Why is that to me?
Wait a second. Yanagi was a member of the Nomads. What the fuck?
Oh
my god!
Wow.
Oh my god. Holy shit. What the fuck?
So, am I missing something here? Was there something in particular that was significant about this?
If Fang is Yanagi's niece, then that means that he was also part of the Omnilian Nomads.
Yeah.
Oh, niece.
Niece, yes.
I'm sorry, it was my speech impediment, Ebony. You know, that accent that you've known me for all this time and had all this time to get used to.
He doesn't understand RP. That's a double meaning there.
That's very good.
Woo! There it goes. All right.
I'm assuming it's related to a different campaign, right? Because I
No,
think I remember. No, it's not.
So, kind of yes.
I seem to be missing something here too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just remember
So-
I think Goody played Fang somewhere. So
Yeah, Goody played Fang in Secrets of Eternity, and she was a member of that nomadic tribe, and she is also.
There it is. I will say, before you infer too much, there is one more line that hasn't been drawn, but we'll get to it.
What's the line?
I drew a line, but I'm not sure that line is is important.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
okay.
But
I'm
Fang-
only saying that much because you guys have been just going on a rampage connecting the dots. So I just want to make sure that
all the
you know,
dots, all the dots get
shaped
connected
right.
properly.
I want to make sure that when you connect to the dots, you made a bunny and not a penis. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yo, what's the difference? Have you seen my Final Fantasy character?
Jesus.
anyway. Well, I don't know what mods you're running, Kai.
I don't run visual mods.
He may be a rabbit, but he's
minor
also a
thing.
dick.
Oh my god.
I don't
But-
use visual mods, Wooten.
Okay.
No, I really
okay.
don't. I don't
know,
like
I
getting
know,
my
I
screen
know, I'm
different
just-
from others.
I get it. I'm just fucking. Yeah. I know. with
Anyways.
both eyes.
So I was watching Nyx's stream last night and did
Oh.
see what my character's means. What?
Oh. Anyway.
All right, then.
My friends will use mine.
So, from my understanding, let me connect the dots as I have connected them here. Fang is the character that Guti played in Secrets of Eternity, which is 400 years into the future. But in the past, here in this game, she is the niece of General Yanagi, who, from my understanding, was also a member of the Omnilian Nomads,
Yeah.
who Fang is friends with Maleo at that time as well. I can't remember if she also had like a sibling or something. Guti?
I will say you're like 98% there, but there's one part that you just don't know yet. Is all.
Okay.
Well, and they were all part of that you know,
Yeah.
adventuring group, right?
Yes.
All
Jormungand.
part of
Formindir.
Formandir, yeah.
Formindir. Yeah.
They're right
By the
there
way-
in the thingamabob. So
Yeah.
Do you have a handout of Yanagi just for
he's in the
Formandir.
Formandir in the handout
Uh,
section.
Yeah, that's the older one, but let me give you the present one
Yeah.
because this is the one that matters.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
now I
That
remember.
guy. That guy.
Ah,
And-
yes.
Fang and Maleo were partners in Formindir with Ragnael.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was Mileo, Zeke, and Yanagi.
Among others, yeah.
Among others, yeah. But not us.
And the prince who has gone. Who I think it's known that he's deceased, or did he just go missing?
He's gone. He's gone,
Okay.
Sorren.
I was just checking.
You have to
Just
stop
checking.
living in the past.
I can't help it.
Anyway.
I think it was dead but never found the body. Was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
It's like
Which means he's presumed.
it's just
Yes.
probably part of like that you like are making this connection as soon
But
as
wait.
as soon as Hinoka mentions where she's from, and she's like, I'm not following.
Yeah, everyone's just sitting there like,
Wait.
wait, and then this, and then you're just like,
Wait. Dead person body was never found. We don't know what the prophet's face looks like.
That's true. Don't.
correct.
Food for thought. Anyway.
Or indeed any of those very well spoken people that we were seeing on the bridge.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will find out. But in the meantime, what's going on with the other group? by
They were
chance?
just they're probably making their way towards the bridge right now.
Ah, well, all right then.
Because that meeting I'd say that meeting lasted a fair bit of time.
Okay.
So, Anri and Kai.
what were we doing while they were fucking at the meeting?
I
You
was
were
throwing
out the-
stick for you.
Yeah, you
Right.
throw him a stick, and you guys were saying
Oh,
your
that's right.
farewells to Cassandra in the
That is
in the
correct.
woods.
Mm-hmm.
Going to
Yeah,
the
don't-
cinnamon spriggan. Anyways.
Yeah. I don't believe there's a. I'm assuming Cassandra's been on their way, and we're now heading back. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess we're just heading to the bridge where we're gonna meet up.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sliggity slide on over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why is it cutting off at the bottom?
Are you getting that too?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can drag it down.
I can't go any further down. It's just cutting it off. Roll 20 is just.
Oh. It fits
Anyways.
The it's been really difficult today, but Sorren, Chaotic, just hit Alt twice while you've got your browser focused, and that should fix it.
We'll figure it
Eh?
out.
Okay.
Oh well.
All right. So, we're all heading over to the big bridge over here. Big,
big old
strangely
bridge.
3D looking bridge over there.
I figured it out. Okay, it's fixed.
All right, awesome.
Over the bridge.
I would appreciate that shit, Cygnus, because I have bits and pieces, but I'm still struggling to have the full picture.
You know what? I've been taking studious notes every time we have a conversation with a lore important character, and I swear to God, even I am still behind. So.
I just let you guys tell me what I'm missing because I'm as stupid as my character is.
It's just
No.
Cygnus is now that I'm connecting the dots meme.
Listen, all I'm going to say is I'm only kind of sorry.
Well, it's all, the good news is it's all internally consistent. So
Yes, as long as it's consistent, that's good.
yes.
Pepe Sylvia.
Who the fuck is Pepe Sylvia?
Hey, Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia.
All right. Well, I suppose we should probably let Anri know that they know.
So yeah, I'm assuming you guys arrive at the bridge. Anri will wave you down with the doggo by her side.
Mm-hmm.
And Ty in tow.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting go well?
Somewhat well. We know where we're going next, at least. We also have a new friend, as Shizuki will point behind her to Hinoka.
Oh.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. I guess I'll be traveling with you on your Oni hunting endeavors.
Not quite.
Ty perks up.
No.
Is she currently wearing the hat, or is Anri who's wearing the hat?
Ty gave the hat back to Anri, from what I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, I mean, she's probably got her head far in a cloak.
Yeah,
but-
she's got it in a cloak, and she's going to. Whoop.
I,
will-
seeing Ty retreat, go on the defensive.
Anri will put a hand on Ty's shoulder.
We don't hunt, Oni. We're investigating an ancient mystery, is probably a better way to put it.
Correct.
I think I'll be learning more about the whole picture the more I travel with you. But yes, my name's Anri.
Your
Nice
name's
to meet you.
Anri?
Your name's Andre.
Oh, and the piece and the
You're
story.
Anri. I'm Anri. Are there any other Anris I should know?
Meow.
Who's on first?
I mean, boof.
God.
I'm Anri, and I'm Anri, and I'm Anri. And oh my
I am
god,
on the defensive
they
as
actually
I
kind
seem
of have the same
scared.
hairstyle.
Will the real Slim Shady
Oh
please
my
stand up?
god.
Ty steals your hat of disguise and puts it on and turns into you.
Oh my god, they actually do have a similar hairstyle.
They
do.
literally do.
Oh no.
It's just parted the opposite way. It's
Yep.
literally the same.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The tied back ponytail.
Yeah.
Staple
And
of
the
it.
and the
Luffy.
little
Female
and the little bit of a
adventures.
bang on one side.
Mm-hmm.
The floofy fringe ponytail.
Hey, it's a good hairstyle for keeping your hair out of your eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Until you get the fringe, to which
Until you
then
get the
it
fringe in
defeats
your
the
eyes.
purpose.
Yeah. Then you
It's
have
so
to
good
guess.
that it crosses campaigns. Hana has it too.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It's just that standard
It's-
female hair, you know,
It is
adventure
a
haircut.
very. It's the style that's in fashion right now.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's in vogue.
Yeah, it's in vogue right now.
Actually, as
I don't
like-
think anyone in Maine or Evil campaign had that hairstyle, so
No.
you can treat it as it's the one that's in style right now. Boom.
Hinaka's
know,
gonna approach. My name is Hinaka, and oh, nice hairstyle.
I like your hairstyle as well.
And then
Yeah.
Anri will hold out a hand for you to shake and be like,
Well, if Anri's the one wearing the hat, though, you wouldn't be able to see that. If you're somebody else.
No, Ty took
Again,
it and
okay,
turned into
Ty's wearing the
Anri.
hat. Okay.
Ty stole the hat and turned into Anri.
Okay. It's
Just
important to
gonna-
keep track of who's wearing the hat.
Wait, who's wearing the hat? I don't wear hats. Hats are
We
are
could we could give you the hat and you could transform into a different kind of dog.
Ooh.
oh
I can do that on my own.
That's true. You can also do that.
Anyways,
You could
Ty
use it to
seems
disguise
scared,
yourself
so I am-
as a different dog.
Ty
As a
seems
specific
scared,
dog.
so I am apprehensious of this new person.
Hmm.
I am on
Uh,
the defensive pose.
Hinaka
Doggy look Engie.
is shaking very firmly your hand, very excitedly.
Anri rubs her hand.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Anri. Anri.
Sweats.
Casually guy like looks behind you at all the others and says,
Hughes.
and then looks down at Kai.
This here is Kai. He is our wolf.
Oh my god, you look like such a ferocious beast! And she's gonna try to.
She's gonna what?
She's gonna try to do the like cheek, like hold the doggo by the cheeks and give pets.
Well,
How to go about this? Because again, Ty is scared of you, so he looks like he's trying to protect her.
Hinoka,
Not very
roll a
happy with you right now.
diplomacy check.
I about to say, close to biting your hand off, sadly.
I have diplomacy. It's a +2. Okay. Or D20 plus my diplo.
Okay.
Right, decent.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kai? I will say that once she's corrected a little, Ty is going to like relent on her hiding a little bit, just kind of peek out more.
With
like,
that
huh.
and the relaxation, he lets you touch him, but as you try to like grab his cheeks, he just goes, and he doesn't want it. He's like, I don't know you. I don't know you. You haven't thrown the stick.
That could be arranged.
well,
Oh,
and the
yes,
easy
yes.
answer as to why Hinoka is here is happened. I guess the Hell Knights happened to have captured who was part of the Pharaoh Scrim. And she thought, why not? And we thought, well, better more heads than none, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that, you wish to join us on this grand adventure?
Well, not just like that. She and I made a pact.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pact?
A blood pact.
The tasty kind.
Oh.
In exchange for food, and I assume lodging, she'll be coming along with us.
Well, no share of the treasure for her then.
Well, no. Of course
Is that changed?
Now
So
we're changing the agreement. Yeah.
Oh, now I
Sounds
see.
like the contract isn't finished.
Well, if I'm gonna be putting some hard work, I think I also deserve a share of the treasure. I'm just the only thing I want in exchange for like accompanying you prior getting the treasure is just food.
Oh, I see how it is. All
Perfectly-
So
right,
it's
all right.
food until there's treasure. Okay.
Perfectly reasonable. Claps her on the shoulder.
Well, it'll be good to have you. I want to make sure you know what you're getting into, because well, if you know most of the story, then you know that we probably didn't.
I like the part where the guy destroyed a mountain and then he fell off.
Oh yeah. That was a
we
sick
made
part.
we made very certain to include that information.
I was going to
Good
say, I
on
like
you.
that implies that because I was the one telling this story, I felt that was the important thing to relate.
Well,
Not
you
Clover stuff.
probably inferred based on her general demeanor that's the part where she would find most interesting.
There's
Which is
an
obviously
or,
correct.
or up to you. You gave the important parts, and Sorren embellished everything with the surrounding stuff,
Oh,
like Zeke
mountain.
falling off the mountain.
This man called
You know-
Zeke appeared. He fell off a mountain. It was great.
Yo, let me tell you, honestly, even though he was completely useless, damn if he didn't get 100 in style points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if anything, this guy Jerry that you seem to keep running into, I kind of want to have a drink with him.
Good luck.
You can have mine.
Not sure you do.
Let me tell
Everyone,
you, friend. Sorren comes up. Let me tell you, friend. The kinds of worlds that he'll introduce. You might not come back. I'm serious.
I'm serious.
I'm serious.
You might not come back.
I am being completely serious.
Well, in the meantime, I guess we should probably all make our way back to the inn and sit there and fill y'all in on what we figured out and what we're thinking on doing next. What y'all think?
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's getting late.
I think I have probably my room still for from those guards. So if you want to stay free and in the meantime, you can.
I get the
share
feeling that where we're staying's a bit more, a little bit higher class. It's all good.
You have blankets?
Yes.
Oh boy!
You,
Let
you
me
can
tell
also
you.
tell. You can also tell by how excited she has gotten about certain things that she's not used to it.
She's poor, like the rest of
She
us
was
were.
she was
Like we
actually
were before we became high class.
she was actually legitimately just being kept in the prison, but she just didn't realize it.
I don't think we
They-
want to stay
they-
for free.
That's she was actually given some like pretty base lodging
Yeah.
at like a
Yeah, the
local
prison.
tavern.
yeah.
Yes, and to be fair, that is the most luxurious room she has gotten in her life.
Yeah.
She's lived
Well-
in a wagon most of her life. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, come along with us. I think you'll like it.
So as we go, we're going to explain what we learned about the Ferris Grim up at the tower and the remorse and the mist. Prophets
Mhm.
up to something. Well, this is actually going to end up being. Maybe it's important to bring this part up because Sorren's going to be kind of thinking about it. He's mulling it over. The only other thing that I'm trying to figure out is just how much all crystals sit there and have to do with whatever it is that Ferris Grim and the Prophet seems to be trying to plan out. Because it seems like a lot of them tend to be opening up. Didn't our druid friend in Tree Hollow sit there and tell us that there was... No, not even him. It was the Bahir, wasn't it? It was a big ol' lizard dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Who sat there and said that there was a bright flash of red, and then all this stuff started happening.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me very much think of everything else that's waking up out of the crystal.
The rubies, yeah. I'm coming more and more to the conclusion that whatever they're doing with the rubies, this release of the Oni, of the various people and soldiers and creatures that we've seen come out of these things, it's not deliberate. It's a side effect of whatever else they're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. That's what it
I
sounded like to
suppose.
me as well.
Yeah.
Well, Well, I suppose it also brings up the question of how everything got trapped in the first place.
Question: are you guys back in your room when you're talking about this?
I would have waited to say that until I was back in
Okay.
the room. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Sure. I mean, maybe do the little up to speed at least until we get to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
As Guti throws me into the bay.
Ah!
Yeet.
So, when you say that, Kanari, and after Sorren says his bit, Ty will say, this may be a bit of a weird question, but what's wrong with that?
Only what we saw on the bridge in Albrook, which is to say that not everyone is coming out as well adjusted as you, and many of them, especially the ones that we know are associated with, as you told us, Nimaguma's army, are just causing rampant destruction.
Oh, no, and I understand that's completely wrong, but no one should be causing chaos like that, but what if we found a way to, like, do it selectively?
I would have no difficulty with that. It would probably... There would probably be larger questions of... This is getting into larger questions, Ty, and, you know, the only thing I would be worried about would be if some among your people decided that the current state of affairs, the kingdoms that have risen in the thousands of years since your people were trapped, that they decided that they didn't care to work within the established order and nature of things as it currently exists, and tried to
Reassert an old empire?
Yes. I was trying to be diplomatic about it, but yes.
Well, I could be the one to sit there and take the blow for it. It's fine.
She pats you on the shoulder.
Ty is in a mix of looking like she has something to say, but she, at the same time, it just also looks... The other half of her looks like she's attempting to just process that thought.
Yeah.
It comes to comfort her processing, because
Mhm.
he understands that brains processing is a very dangerous thing.
Well,
That
if any of... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that said, regardless of whether or not it's a side effect of what they're doing with the rubies, the fact remains that we need to stop what they're primarily doing with the rubies in the first place, and
Correct.
then, you know, get as many rubies away from them as possible. That way, they can... If there was... if we came to the conclusion of we want to release them out from their out from the rubies, we can do it in a controlled environment rather than as a side effect of whatever the cult is doing with them.
Well, that brings up another thing here, though, because if there was a big old spider friend, who knows what the hell you're letting out of those things if it happens.
Exactly.
He's
My-
gonna say that and sit down on one of the beds, and he's going to reach into his backpack and pull out one of the little rubies. Who knows what the hell's inside this thing, or if there's anything at all. There's
Mhm.
definitely something. There's some kind of a power to it.
And
Sorry.
Ty, the only other thing to add to that is we know that they've been using the rubies also in such a way that it drains I assume the life force of whatever's whatever or whoever ended up within it. We've seen them use up the power in at least one, and I'm guessing kill whatever was in there. So while I agree with you that I would rather that these people not be trapped, that they not be imprisoned in this way, your people especially, this uncontrolled release and this uncontrolled use of the rubies as they currently are is just it's not something we can allow.
Listen, Sorren kind of leans back a little bit on the bed. We're definitely getting, I think, into territory it's a little bit beyond anything that we need to be about right now, right? I think we can all agree, stopping the Grim, getting these rubies out their hands, that's a good thing to do. Whatever comes after that, we'll deal with it when it happens then.
Sounds good to me.
For now, why don't we try focusing on the thing that we can do that's some...
Well, as long as we proceed carefully, I don't disagree. And
No.
that actually brings up a point I wanted to make as well. I know we have this information about where we can go next, about where we can assume the cult is planning their next move, but for my part, I would like to quest around a bit more first, build up more experience, get more powerful artifacts that we can bring to bear against these people.
Get to at least level 9, right?
I was saying it in character.
I did.
I've already told you where your next level is.
I know. I'm being
That's
interested.
yes.
As
And
you're
also
like,
artifacts.
but
Yes.
by the way,
Yes.
as like Soren had the ruby out, it's like, oh, so those are the rubies you're looking for. I mean, might be a bit of a long shot. Do you mind if I take a look at it? I do have some magical knowledge, so
Well, if there's anything you can divine that the Sorren and I haven't already, go for it.
And while she is
Mm.
rolling that check, thank you, Alucard, for the as I log into Streamlabs because it's different information there. Alucard for $50. Have we bought boots yet?
I think so. I mean, I bought a pair of
Uh,
boots. They were part of my noble's outfit. Very nice pair of boots, too.
I don't wear shoes.
I don't.
We
True.
could get you to wear shoes.
True.
No.
We could get you to wear little sock beanies.
No.
Boots are for little babies who are
About to have some dog bites.
We're gonna dress you up for
campaign-
Christmas. We're gonna give you little Santa hats on both ears, little socks.
Oh no, God! Oh God, no! People are getting bit tonight.
It's like
Um,
the Puss in Boots be little sockies.
My answer is that I am God in this campaign, so I'm just flying up in the celestial heavens in my pajamas. So
Nice.
Do I roll any check in particular, Goody, or will detect magic help me here?
you can detect magic and then roll me Arcana. And Soren, this ruby in particular, do you happen to remember where you got it from?
I think I have 2 in my inventory. I know where one of them came from. I don't know where the other one came from. And I don't-
have.
I have 2 of them in my inventory.
I
Okay,
think
I have
you
the-
got
I-
one. You got one from the circus, right?
Yep, that's the one I
Yeah.
remember. Is the one I picked up from the circus.
Yeah.
I don't remember where the other one came from.
The full list that I have, we had one from Tree Hollow,
Mhm.
taken from
We-
Malaya's Under Temple.
We brought that one back, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, they still have their ruby, so they have it back.
Correct. We took one from the Necromancer. We took one from the circus.
The
And we
low
gave
budget
one to
circus.
Malayo, it looks like.
I think I've got the one from the necromancer.
Okay. And I think there was another one in Cloverstone, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the other one I'm holding?
Probably, yeah. Because that was in the dwarf's workshop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I probably picked it up from there and put it in my backpack, most likely. And then
Yeah.
the other one is the circus from earlier. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 2 schools that you're picking up on this, Unica. One of them is abjuration. The other is necromancy.
Ooh.
Because Go ahead and roll me spellcraft to see if you can identify what either of these are.
Okay, spellcraft.
Also, seeing her cast magic.
Ooh.
Okay. Roll me a second spellcraft as well.
Oh,
Okay. So the abjuration. I'm not sure this is necessarily like a specific spell, but what it does, it's essentially a field of containment within the gem itself. Looking
Actually,
at
there can be a specific spell if you wanted, but that's up to you. I do know
essen-
one that's like a 9th level spell. I'll go.
Essentially, there is what you're looking inside. It looks like there's like a sort of swirling, almost. I would compare it to like a far out view of a galaxy, honestly, where at the very center is a deep hole, which is where you are sensing the necromancy. Unfortunately, you do not know what that necromancy spell is, but the abjuration appears to be essentially like holding that, holding that spell essentially in place.
are you looking to collect or destroy these things? I'm curious.
For now, just collect them.
Yes, I think that's a bit that we probably should inform you on as well there. Ty, should show our friend Hinaka. I guess we found, didn't we find her? I'm just double checking because I don't remember things half the time.
After you clear the second dungeon, she essentially broke out of one.
Yep,
Okay.
when
Yeah,
we
the
were
one that was
fighting.
being used as the focus for the ritual that the old dwarf that we thought was responsible for everything, but was actually the puppet of the big demon-ish person, tiefling.
Thing.
Yeah,
Thing.
it was part of that ritual.
Gotcha.
And broke.
Okay.
How
Because
much
we're
do you- Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so we were collecting them, and that one's because could say it's kind of because of our friend Ty. As he nods at her.
She gives a small, kind of, sort of midway happy, midway sad smile, just like, hi, kind of thing.
How much do you know about this, by the way, or haven't been able to find anything about them?
Based on what we've known so far, we put it this way: every one of them that we've run into has had either an Oni or an ancient creature of some considerable power trapped in it. So our assumption is that they were being actively used as some sort of prison or containment cell for creatures or individuals that were deemed dangerous. How the large number of Oni that we witnessed on the bridge at Albrook ended up in there, or how Ty ended up in hers, we don't seem to have confirmed yet. And I don't think, Ty, you said you had much memory of the events surrounding it.
She slowly shakes her head and says, I think I hate them.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Sorry, I
makes
think I
a
missed
lot.
that bit.
Which bit?
Goody, you cut out for me.
Oh, she just shook her head no, and then with a little sign says, I think I hate them.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
You're good.
That explains a lot. This thing is, I can see that they're well holding something inside, and I can see there's something necromantic inside as well, being
Right.
contained by protection spells. So,
About the same as
yes.
we've come to.
Yeah.
so I assume that breaking this thing would release whatever is inside.
It's...
If you can, and I don't think we want to, he's gonna hold his hand out to take it back.
Yep, just gonna soft toss back to you.
And back in the bag it goes.
I mean, they're pretty hardy, but I suspect it's a combination of physical breakage and either dispel magic or some other sort of unbinding enchantment. So it has to be the combination of both, because I can't imagine that just breaking the stone would be sufficient. That would probably just kill whoever was inside.
Assuming you can even break it. I don't think we've tried, and ever since I kind of tried to do something, I don't think we've tried much else since. So,
well, if you ever want to give it a try, destroying things and magic is a bit of my realm of expertise, I think.
Ooh.
so more about the expertise that you have, then. Go on, share it. What are we signing up for?
Well, she's gonna like put out her hand, and you will see as like some golden scales start protruding from it, and then her fingernails just extend into claws.
What? in
Draconic
the hell?
bloodline.
Now that's a power.
So you're some sort of dragonkin?
Pretty much something like this, by the way. Well,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh. Just fucking slashes. Slashes.
It looks
Sorren's
like that, but
face.
without cutting anyone's face off.
Without-
Yeah, goddamn.
I was gonna say.
Let me show
fucking
you
A.
how it works.
Just
Roll for
approaches Sorren.
That is how you definitely get bit.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I have uncanny dodge.
I was gonna say, I mean, props to the assassin, but it's probably the best attempt we've seen so far, getting into our good graces and then
yeah.
attacking us.
Oh
but, you
yeah.
know.
No, yeah, not the attacking, of course. Yes, I'm not sure how far often, but I think somewhere in my family, someone messed with a dragon and orcs, as you can tell, probably.
Well, seeing as you're part of them Thunder Dragons, yeah, probably said Thunder Dragon.
Well, thunder is not really my affinity. My real magic comes with flame and snap, and there's a little little flame in her thumb.
Mm-hmm. Quick question, Ebony.
Flame,
you
you
said
say?
it was golden scales, correct?
Yes.
What the fuck is a yellow dragon?
You don't remember?
Oh my god. Yellow dragon thundering. Its breath does sonic damage.
Probably.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh my god.
You just hear the loud "Bwah" every
Oh
time.
my
the thunder-
god.
It's just a fucking
The
digital
foghorn.
The movie trailer sound effect.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
The Hans Zimmer
Y'all
song.
went movie trailer. My brain went
Or-
fucking foghorn.
Yeah,
Or you remember
foghorn.
that? You remember that horror thing that we watched when we were in house, the alien bit, when it was
Yes.
like, "Bah!" and it got really.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's what it would be.
Oh Jesus.
God, that one was so bad.
Thank you.
I mean, it was
Sounds like a
creepy
good
at
night.
first. It's creepy at first until it's like, oh, aliens. You're like, oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Oh.
If you just don't say what it is, it's just it would have been better.
Mhm.
But anyways.
Very much so.
Yeah, it's just a little flame on her thumb, kind of like a Zippo.
One of the best spells, prestidigitation to, like you have a little lighter.
You did notice that Ty would have perked up a bit when you mentioned a flame dragon, but then she just like, when you mentioned gold, she's like, oh, never mind.
Well, okay, that does. I do still have a question here. When you say, gold scales, is this metallic gold or is it chromatic gold?
Metallic gold.
Okay.
I don't think there are yellow dragons.
There
It-
aren't,
it's-
but
It's
That
like
was what
this-
I wanted
this-
to know.
It's a little bit of this like uncanny, like they pop out when she does the claws, and then when she tracks them, the scales kind of go underneath the skin.
Cute.
Nice. Nice.
Cute?
Now, question: sorcerer or blood rager?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
My guess was Blood Rager, but
Yeah, how many sorcerers do you know running around with a fuck off axe?
exactly.
You would actually be genuinely surprised at how many how many
It's
actually
possible.
You would be surprised to assume the stupid builds I come up with.
Exactly, but I'm going to make the assumption as a player.
blood
Blood
rager,
rager.
probably.
Find out when combat comes around.
I
Anyways,
suppose
Yeah.
so. Yep.
speaking of, we should figure out what we're doing. So I assume we're gonna go down to we're gonna go adventure
Roll
around.
initiative.
Speaking of combat,
Roll initiative.
Speaking of combat, cross claws gets near Shizuki.
I mean, if we want to find out what class you are, let's do it right now.
Yeah,
Um,
to your
yeah.
point though, Sorren, I would love to go down and follow up on the lead that oh, what in the bloody hell is his name? Fuck.
Digress?
Tregus?
No, the other one, the
Shaw.
Shaw, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Which
have
is
to remember Shawshank
Shank
Redemption.
See, it's helpful.
Very helpful, more than I wish it was.
Oh my god.
You're forever trapped in my web.
God. Way too true. I would
Oh,
love
God.
to follow up on the lead that Shaw gave us about the treasure and or the meeting, quote unquote, that was supposed to go down in the cove that you actually said you'd been to. Hinoka. Damn it.
In
Yeah.
That one's gonna fuck with me.
Close enough.
I would love to go down and see what the pirate treasure was that was discussed. Especially Hinoka, if you said that you were up there, if there's a concern that it's a big dangerous place that other people shouldn't be going into, then presumably the treasure hasn't been looted yet.
Well,
All the more reason for us to take care of it.
well,
Yes.
Yeah, I actually have been looking for any other way to go back there, but like I mentioned, Agrathog is quite more bigger of a challenge than I thought it would be.
Agrathog.
Does anybody have knowledge linguistics?
Well, I have linguistics.
I don't think I have
That's-
knowledge
that's what I meant.
linguistics, but
I could
All
roll
right,
it.
smartasses.
I can roll
How
it.
about you just roll me linguistics?
8. God damn.
I've been learning a lot.
Yeah, you have.
All right, let me just double check. My
Soren's
notes.
Soren's actually not stupid. He just acts like it sometimes. He's like
Uh.
he's like barely 18. Cut him some slack, all right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, Argath Og. Let me spell that out for you guys. It's a bit of an older orcish sort of legend that it's kind of a description that comes naturally to the orcish tongue, but it's sort of an orcish legend that translates roughly to the lake that lives.
Ugh.
Oh. That sounds lovely.
Interesting. Sounds like a legend that I'm all in figuring out. Sit there and give us a little bit more of a chance of climbing up a undead tower.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
Just as an out of character as well. Watch as we loot this. And then in Pirates we find out that was the treasure we were hunting.
Oh my god.
And
Kyrika's
so,
also good.
and so the streams cross once again.
And Kyrika's gonna. Well,
That's what
by the
happens when
way,
you piss in the same toilet simultaneously.
Yeah.
hope it's
Ha!
not.
Acceptance at long last.
I hope it's not much asking as well, but I want to know who I'm working with as well to know how to, better help our group. What can you guys do? I remember you bite, just like pointing at Kai, and you are the one who made things explode with a boomstick, right? Just pointing at Anri.
Something like that, yes. I have a thing, I click it, and it makes people's heads explode. Preferably.
It's a really powerful spell.
And when I point it at people, it unlocks their death. It's like a big key.
I've unlocked the next level for you.
It's called heaven.
I know Shizuki here is very good at punching bear traps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bear traps.
She's good at punching traps, but I'm even better at it. That's what I do. Or in other words, I sit there and help everybody get by the traps that are in the dungeon. And then, whenever the other folk ain't looking, I pull their hood down over their eyes or whatever they do to sit there and get us all out alive.
Ah, so you're a burglar.
Fuck them.
Well, I guess in another life.
If he hadn't come into our party, and if his life had taken a different direction. As for me, I'm the group healer. I have a little experience in magic outside that field, but that seems to be the majority of what I end up doing once we get into the field.
Shake their bones, too.
Move your bones.
Well, in that case, I do my health to you.
Right, so now we got all the introductions out the way. When are we leaving to find this pirate treasure?
I mean,
First thing in the morning?
If you want to go now, I'm actually really eager to do that.
Well, it's heading on evening at the moment.
Mm.
Might be better to sit there and take off first thing in the morning. Sit there and why don't you taste the fruits of success and spend a night in one of the most prestigious places in all of Baronish.
I call top bunk.
Establishment here. What? No, that's mine. You know I always get the top bunk. She climbs up there.
If you're offering so generously, she's gonna just lay down in one of the beds, just like sprawled out.
She sinks into it because it's so fucking soft.
Instant sleep bubble.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that puts a period on the...
Well, is there anything else you learned now that she's, I mean, you're all okay with having somebody new join, after all?
Well, I'd say this dangerous cove will be her opportunity to prove herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy.
And-
I'm happy to have another person join. Don't get me wrong. I just wanted to make sure that she and all of us know what we're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's another part of it too. She's been down there before, so she can at least guide us to the right location, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Anri, roll me sense motive.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Sense motive. $21.
When you
21.
said, was there anything else that you guys learned? Sweats in Shizuki. Sweats
Yeah, I
in
was kinda
desire
getting
to
that
know
too.
more intensifies. Oh god.
Looks at Shizuki.
The standard Shizuki, I'm not telling you something, Sweat.
Eyebrow raise.
Let me
You
try.
don't get that way often.
Let me try. Let me try.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. So,
Everything all right?
There.
how do I put this lightly?
Wear your fucking hat. Anyways.
How do I put this lightly?
Um,
Sorry, you don't.
how do I put this? Just doing like the prep work for the YouTube apology.
Start off with a heavy sigh.
You know what, Kai? We really screwed up this time, didn't we?
Oh,
God. Anyway,
People are going to, people are going to say that they won and we lost.
oh fuck!
God. Anyway,
Pulls out gun.
Anri
What did I do?
and everyone.
Yeah.
I spoke with. So Benedict and Lucian were down there. I don't know if you know Lucian, but he was in the bar with us when you were singing. And
Yeah.
I think they've put 2 and 2 together. But,
Ah, hell.
and big but on this, they said
I've
that...
Go on.
Go on. They said that as long as we're in their good graces, the secret is safe with them?
Which
Wait
lasts
one
as
moment
long as
while I
we're in their
form-
good graces.
Wait
With
one moment
Benedict
while I
and
formulate
Lucian?
a reply to that.
With Benedict and Lucian specifically. Like they are not going to tell anyone else as long as we are in their good graces.
Hang on, I just need to. I'm bringing. There's so many handouts. I'm trying to bring them all.
Which one's you looking for, my dude?
I just found it. I just found it.
Okay.
So Anri's face just kind of falls, and she's like,
So, you're saying that the retainer to House Pronemia, the house of my once upon a time betrothed, now knows who I am, and so long as we continue to do nice things for them, they will not do anything about it.
Mhm.
So a hostage once more to the nobility. If you don't mind, I'm going to go and sleep on the outside of the wall tonight, if you don't mind.
I go with.
yeah, Anri. If you don't have any objections, Anri just doesn't even want to fucking talk about it. Just
Yeah.
puts on the hat,
Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff. Yeah.
grabs the bedroll, and makes her way for the exit to the city.
The dog chases after you.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll come and collect you in the morning.
Right.
God fucking hell. Well, I'm taking off tomorrow anyway. It's not a big deal to worry about right now.
Yeah.
Besides, as he lays down to go to sleep. And besides, we're going in the same direction right now anyways.
Well,
Then,
I still feel bad about it, but it's better that she know than not. You know?
Mm-hmm.
yes ma'am.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know people were so pushy.
What was that,
Welcome to
Guti?
politics, Ty.
Ty muttered something about people being pushy.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It always used to be this complicated.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, if there is nothing else for the evening, I think I'll retire as well.
Same here. I think you and I are the only ones left. They're looking at the three of them. They're look to be out cold.
Yeah, they don't really seem to have much trouble falling asleep, do they?
Evidently.
Makes you wonder what's in the water. Anyway, I, for one, need a a quick restroom break.
All right.
Before we
Pee
get to
break.
before we get to that pee break, I had one quick little tidbit.
What's up?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Cutscene time.
God, we've entered a cutscene. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Benedict saying, "Oh, by the way, I completely fucking lied."
I have received word from Asaldria, my lord. It would seem that her ladyship shall be assuming her stand-in court role again soon, which means that her highness returns to the throne as well to do the same for his radiance, yes? Just so, my lord. With this news, along with the cooperation of Miss Shimamura's adventuring band, and the information we've gained from the cult's activities, the pieces on the board seem to be lining into place. Indeed. Then I believe the time has come to enact our gambit. Oh, you've already considered the risks? There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation, Benedict. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear. Very good, Master. Since we are taking action, I shall have one of my aides conjure a sending for your grandson, if you'll excuse me.
grandsons aren't real. Neither are people.
He then looks into the fire. Legacy of adventuring hearts, young and old alike. I wonder, how will you shape our vast Algerian? And pee break.
Pee break.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, no.
We're
Hell
going to
yeah.
the
Oh
bathroom.
God.
Dun,
no.
dun,
Hell
dun,
yeah.
dun.
All right. Pee break time. We will be right back.
Pee break.
And we'll be right back.
We'll wait.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right.
Alright.
Are we all back?
I believe
Yes.
so.
I think we are.
I never left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So that night passes, and you guys are intending to head down to the Skull and Cove then?
Yep.
See what's there?
That's it. Yep.
Follow Hinoka's lead on where to go.
I will
Okay.
cast. As soon as we out, I'm gonna cast No Direction.
Okay.
Oh, discern north.
Yes.
All right. So, let's see here.
Just one of your little hairs on top, just kind of spin.
So,
She,
all right.
she has like an ahoge that
Pull this
just
up
points
here.
up.
God damn it, man! You took it right out of my mouth.
So we have another side quest. Fun shit. All
It's okay. We'll get to Dungeon 4 eventually.
1 year.
3.
We haven't even gotten through 3 yet.
I know. That's why I'm
You
trying
will
to
get to 4
I will
eventually, but
eventually.
survive 3 and level up, then we'll talk, alright?
God.
Alright. So y'all are beginning to head south towards where Hinoka's No Direction is assisting with that knowledge. I thought the land
Navigation.
was I thought the land was a little less concave there, but so be it. And I'm not gonna lie, this is not quite to scale. I thought that this was a little bit higher up on the map, so
Yeah,
do
no
bear
worries.
with me as we
No worries.
proceed.
I have always assumed that this map, you know, with the fact I've been making the world map, I have always scale. So
Yeah, so here's the thing, and I've made this clear several times as a GM, but I like to reiterate. Story stuff, creative stuff, fun stuff, I loved being able to do that shit. Measurement stuff, that ain't my tea. That ain't me.
I
And I
mean,
will
an
not be.
engineer.
I will not be shy about saying when someone asks, "How many days will it take to get there?" You're
time?
enough.
One
I
loading
mean-
screen.
I mean, I understand. I would be upset if I had to measure in feet and miles.
Oh. I see how it is. I see how it is.
You see how it is.
One
He's out of
loading
line,
screen.
but he's
There you
right.
go. Yeah, leave the measurements to me and Chaotic.
So-
We got this.
So for
I
the
already
sake
did it
of-
for Embercrest. I can do it for this campaign too.
For the sake of how I bullshitly set up this map, we're going to say that a little bit southwards outside of town, you guys are passing through a little off to your left. You see, and kind of actually walking through, there's this little, like, sort of set up what appears to be a sort of fairground of sorts outside of town. There appear to be several food stalls set up, some souvenirs, and if you could all roll me perception checks, please.
Sure.
Yes.
Wait, question. What landscaping are we in? Not
Plains.
Plains. Okay, cool. I do get my bonus.
Yeah. Nice.
nope, still
One day,
0 on Hinoka.
Two
One
for
day,
two.
Ebony.
2 for 2.
One day. Okay. So, with those perceptions, the food all smells delicious. It's various meats, various sorts of different sweets and the like. But the big thing of interest that you're walking through appears to be a sort of stage show.
A stage show, you say?
Yes, do you wish to walk by? It looks like it's actually, by the shouting of the bards on the stage, it's sounding like you may surmise it's sort of nearing its climax.
Guti, I have one question.
Yes.
Is this the same traveling circus that we had to deal with down near Cloverstone?
No, this one is, that was a very low budget circus with a man trying to scrape money. This looks to be of much higher quality. There are, like I said, various stands set up in various seating set up. Sort of actually like a naturally like built-in staging area, like with like carved stone and everything, looking like it's like meant to
It's
The whole
like
purpose
a
of it is for theater performances.
it's
Right,
like
so
a Greek amphitheater.
they
Kind
rented
of.
out the convention center for the fair, right?
Exactly.
We're prepared.
Okay. Well, Kanari is going to defer this decision to the rest of you, since you all seem to enjoy this sort of thing much more than she does.
Anri does not seem like she is in the mood.
I haven't noticed.
You are focused on the goal. You're lucky
You
if you see
want
your
the
own
treasure.
2 feet.
I want, because like, I want the treasure. I want the treasure.
I guess, honestly, we might as well go ahead and just keep on passing. We just happen to be they're bars. They happen to be doing their thing. We're doing ours. We're passing by. We're in our cart with Chestnut doing our thing. In
Yeah.
fact, I might even actually, in studying this time, I'm going to be playing the guitar. The
Yeah.
guitar you're
Well,
hearing in the background right now.
Go ahead and so I'm gonna say with your perceptions as well, you guys are suddenly down to 6 people because someone else has taken an interest.
Oh,
Ty?
Ty went to
Ty.
I'm chasing Ty down.
I guess we have to go find her.
So
Rope
perception
tire
checks
down,
again,
drag her
everybody.
behind the carrot.
Well, as long as she went of her own volition.
Next
And
time
not
she's
some
going.
curse.
Next time she's going in the bag.
Rope tie her down and drag her behind the caravan.
Nope, I got a bag that I can just go whoop. I could fit a whole lot. You forget I can fit a whole lot in this bag.
Well, and the best part would be if you just like left her head out, so she's just a head sticking out of a bag.
So
Portable
funny.
head.
So funny story about that. That happened in Evil Campaign.
It did. It did. They did it with Dio.
Yeah. Yep, they would stick him in the bag They only had one device to fly with. They would stick him in the bag and fly on the broomstick.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Ori of the
rooms.
bag, what is your secrets?
So I'm going to bring up the people who rolled highest first for this. So you're looking through some of the you're kind of looking through some of the crowds, and for you guys kind of split up a little bit to try and like see if you can spot her in the crowds. And Kai, Anri, and Kanari eventually sort of converge from a few different directions and spot her.
What is she doing?
She has taken interest in... Oops. That's not the song I wanted to play.
Oh,
Did I pick the
no.
wrong one? Yeah, that's the
Song
wrong
of healing.
song.
that's okay. It'd be really bad if it was the reverse Song of Healing, though.
Then I'd be worried.
That
Yeah,
would be
then
a
we'd be
very
worried.
strange,
Yeah.
strange stage play.
Oh,
Yeah.
the on-healing song?
Yeah.
1 second. I thought I added it. Oh, here we go.
Pardon me. Jesus
Have
Christ.
met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Been drowned.
All right. So there appears to be a sort of staged combat going on at the stage. Ty's attention is drawn where she watches a sort of handsome cloaked hero doing battle with another performer in a hideous costume of a horned demon. The demon appears to have the hero on the ropes. At stage, well, towards stage right, that's what it's supposed to be, appears to be a young maiden under the capture of a smaller lady with devilish features, cackling loud and obnoxious. The large demon takes a moment to gloat before drawing the final blow. But the hero makes a sneaky, hidden attack with a magical flash. The mask goes flying off of his face. The actor turns to the audience in exaggerated surprise and falls to his knees. This causes the smaller demon girl to shriek, remark on his hideous face in an abhorrent way, and runs away shrieking, elating much laughter from the audience. Your reign ends now, flame demon, yells the hero. Through magical flourish, the actor freezes in place. Illusion magic's given a much more grayed appearance. And the actor then stops moving. And then you hear an announcer call out. And thus, thanks to the scholarly efforts and bravery of Antonos Ashworth, was the evil king's soul banished to the hells of Tartarus for all eternity, leaving behind his body forever encased in stone. The hero then rushes over to claim the maiden. They embrace and kiss, getting cheers and applause from the audience as they do a sort of spinning dance maneuver back to center stage again. Hark! Are those wedding bells on the horizon? They ring for the fair maiden Amelia Fernsong and Antonos Ashworth, our hero true!
Oh.
The actors then stand up, rush back onto stage from whence they came, along with several others you did not see before, and take their bows. The crowd continues to applaud.
I know where north is.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Hanoka.
Thank you for knowing where north is.
Thank you.
Ty also knows where north is. Anri, if you're standing there, if you could please make me a perception check. And Kanari as well.
Yeah.
Since I have the two of you as the closest for the moment.
Ah.
Okay. I need to
It was
roll
bound to
something
happen
as
sometime.
well. Okay. Yeah, Kanari, you unfortunately don't see this, but Anri, you watch as Ty slowly sulks towards the wooded area over here and pulls a dagger out from her cloak.
Okay, yeah, Anri is immediately going to run after her.
It's a sharp object. Careful.
Don't run with
Kind of.
scissors. Oh my god.
From the sounds of it, kind of poetic that Anri's the one chasing.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Yeah.
you got there? A knife. No.
No!
No. A knife.
Can I safely say that I saw Anri go by?
Anri hurriedly rush
Yeah.
over, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will follow her.
And Kai, you're over here as well, depending on...
Yeah. I'm probably going to also follow suit because, I'm imagining that Anri did say, "What do you got there?" And then we heard a knife. No,
No!
I'll stop shitposting. Yeah, I'm following suit.
She has made her way into the hooded trees at this point.
Ty?
Ignoring, still moving.
I
Ty?
try to get in front of her.
What do you plan to do, Ty?
Don't you even think of trying to stop me. That is what you call history.
Ty,
Oh.
This explains everything. I knew it. I knew that there was something strange about your scent. Ashworth, right? That's what you said your name was?
No response.
I understand what it means to keep yourself a secret, but what? That's too deep of one. How stupid am I?
I did not know. I swear it. I swear that I did not know. I swear it, please.
She's clutching her head at this point, as though another part of her memory is like trying to form through what looks as though a slight migraine. Antonos Ashworth. He was the one who did that to us. He's the one who... He betrayed us. He told us that we had the chance to live, but... What else was there? There's that actor who betrayed... What kind of mockery was that performance of... My brother wasn't like that at all. He told me to run. I didn't scream at his face.
It's
What
been
kind of...
about.
What kind of sick, twisted history do the people learn from victory?
It's 1,000 years later, and they are telling the story to themselves that they need to sleep at night. I didn't know about this before now. I doubt Anri knew about this before now. That's not the story we want to write for you.
She falls to her knees at this point and completely drops the dagger.
And that's a yoink from me.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Anri, I'm sorry,
Do you understand now?
No,
why
I've always known, I've always understood, you promised, but... You promised that you wouldn't lie, but it's true, you didn't know. It's not your fault,
No.
I just have so much hatred inside me, I don't know what to do with it.
Do you see now why I hate this name so much? No, I didn't know. No, I did not know that my family did this to you. But I'm not fucking surprised. Not one bit. This is what the Ashworths have done, and this is what they still do. They manipulate, they trick, they do anything they can to turn the winds in their favor. And I am forced to be a part of that!
You said that they were powerful, right? That they made all sorts of money? How do you invest? How do they make so much money on suffering?
Because
What?
it's one of the most profitable things in this world.
You're right, Kanari, this is the storytelling. They didn't... I don't know if that man coveted Amelia or not, but she didn't belong to him. I thought that the union between her and Shimoyasu was to be a sign of coexistence.
You're right. And bad things were done 1,000 years ago that none of us can take back now.
I think she's okay.
We can't change what was done, but we can choose how we will respond to it. And frankly, the hand that ends up on Ty's shoulder is shaking as she says this. From everything that I have heard of the Ashworths, if they were our next target after the Grim, I would not lift a finger to stop either of you. I'm sorry you had to find out like this. I'm sorry we didn't know.
Anri, I'm so sorry. I can't say it enough.
Anri's gonna pull her into a hug.
I don't blame you at
Uh-huh.
all if you hate me. I
I
really
can't.
don't.
No, don't even think it. I can't. You all mean so much to me, and you're not. You're not your father. You're not your forefathers. I just want to live
Me too.
without judgment.
Me too. So let's do that. If that means running, then we'll run. If that means fighting, then we'll fight. And if that means tearing down every single library with a history book in it and rewriting it from the ground up, then that is what we will do.
She takes a few moments to catch her breath and coughs a little, breathes normal. And she looks at the three of you in the eyes as her smile slowly returns. Just assurance that she's with these people who've taken her in. And with a little sniff, all right, let's pen some history books, huh?
Let's start with the adventure we're currently on, okay?
Isn't that always where it starts?
Yeah. Right, let's find the others then.
Nari has been hanging back a pace, looking for one of the few times that you've seen her unsure of herself, but as it looks like you two are getting ready to end your hug and walk off, she closes the gap and folds both of you into a hug.
I join hug. Don't ask how. Dog magic.
Doing the dog thing of running between the legs.
Yes, yes.
Of all involved. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Forces way in between legs and stands there.
Yes.
She kind of says a little muffled into your cloak, saying, I know that was a little irresponsible, but can I have it back at some point?
Have the cloak back?
No, the dagger.
She meant the
thing.
dagger.
Yeah.
Well, that's currently still in one of my hands, but
She understands. She understands she fucked up. But
I know. I hear.
Yeah, she reacted on impulse, but luckily we were able to stop her before she kind of doomed her own.
wishes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because if she went up there and killed someone, then they would know that her kind is back and obviously looking for revenge and a new war.
Yeah.
Not good.
She will pull back and get down on one knee so that she's at eye level with Ty, because we have to remember, as Ebony asked me to point out in private chat, she is 7 feet tall. I will give it back to you if you promise me. that you will only use it on the people that deserve it. She places one finger right where Ty's heart is, and you are not one of those people.
She maintains the look with you and slowly puts a hand over your heart, over towards her heart, but then takes the rest of your hand to place it over her heart with you and says, "Only on the people who deserve it. I promise." And
Hand to the dagger. Sorry.
Never myself.
Good. She takes Ty's hand, and I promise you that no matter where they are, no matter where they hide, no matter what good deeds they cloak themselves in, no one who had a hand in this will be safe from your justice. Not the cult, not the families of old, not the people who betrayed you.
Thank you. As a bit of spit of a lighter crying, just leftover tears going down her cheeks. Ones of, though this time not ones of malice and despair, but happy that she has people like this at her side to figure this all out. I really held us up here, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
This has been a difficult journey for all of us. No one is going to hold it against you if you have strong feelings, if you have feelings at all about everything that you've seen so far and everything that has gone on in the world in the thousands of years since you've been here. Thousands. That's weight that it would be difficult for anyone to bear. It's what I said, though. We can't control what happens, but we can't control what happens. We can't control what we feel about it. But we can control what we do with what we feel. If you need the cry, if you need the hug, if you need a spiced jelly donut from the fair grounds, or or a very large bottle of wine.
I'll take you up on the donut when we get back to town.
Okay. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
She looks at Anri before finishing her thought. That's what it means to be part of this pack.
Henry nods. Kind of get the feeling that she's like she probably has stuff she wants to say, but she doesn't want to talk about her own feelings when it's, Ty is more important right now.
Emotional intelligence, but also repression.
Yes.
Perfect. A perfect combination.
Simultaneously, Ty is trying to make sure that is also, aware that she said something she didn't mean in the moment, and
Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, after the tears are shed, you collectively make your way back towards the other searchers.
Oh, hey, guys, you found her. You know, I kind of got sidetracked. You should really try some of these pretzels. They got peanut butter.
Huh,
That
interesting. I
sounds
wonder if,
Peanut
really
butter?
good.
As a
It-
I wonder
dog.
if it's
Don't it?
better
Peanut
than
butter?
that play. Oh god, shit. Utter shit.
Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter.
Yeah, here.
Pretzels, pretzels,
You have a dog and a devil next to you. For peanut butter.
pretzels.
That
Hinoka
sounds
just
like it
like
should be a play. Dog and the
Hinoka
devil.
just has a turkey leg.
Double.
Good thing I bought a whole bunch. Here you go. Start handing them out.
Nom nom nom.
So so you catch the ending of the play? Was it good?
Awful.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
honestly.
Yeah,
I just don't know
probably
what
amateurs.
it is about modern drama.
They're probably just amateurs, most likely.
Yeah.
mm.
Gotta
you want me
practice
to-
sometime, right?
Do you want me to go tell them that they suck or something like that?
Who did what now?
Do you want me to go to tell them they suck?
No, I think they know.
As you guys begin shitting on this play, Ty's looking to each of you talking about it, and eventually just lets out this adorable just cackle. Just one that sounded like it needed to come out, just out of just sheer relief
Uh-huh.
of this play being like, nah, it was bullshit, it was horrible, amateurs, etc., exaggerated and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So bad they were comedic. Huh, maybe they turned all the way back around.
Mhm.
So bad it was
Uh,
good.
It had its funny parts, she says, kind of looking away.
Fair enough.
Are we gonna still heading to the Skull Cove, or do you want to sleep for the night here?
I don't assume. Depends what time of day it is.
You guys still got some daylight.
Yeah. What do you
Let's
say
move
we keep on going?
Pick up a few more
Alright.
goodies before we go. I'm getting some more. I'm getting some pretzels.
Ahoge moves.
Stocking up on carnival fare and the like, and
Oh yeah.
Some
For ya.
popcorn and some pretzel
yeah, some nice
stuff.
garbage food for the road.
Hell yeah.
Funnel
And-
cake.
Yeah,
Hinoka-
funnel cake.
Hinoka
Go ahead.
gets cotton candy for the first time, puts it on a bit of water, and then it watches it dissolves and it's gone.
Mhm.
Oh,
You're supposed to eat that.
Oh,
And next time on Kyonin Legacies, we will journey towards and into the Scullin Cove.
Woo!
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Roleplay session. Woo! Beautiful.
That was nice.
And let's go ahead and make things official over on this and the things.
Da-da-da-da. Hey-oh. There's the new character.
yay! Now I'm tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this session and that little tidbit as well.
Hell yeah, baby.
Mm.
yes.
That was some good
Absolutely.
shit. All right. Good deal. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Kyonin Legacies. Next week, we're going to be diving into a bit of the other campaign's purview. Doing some delving into a pirate cove. What could be waiting for us there? Let's find out in 2 weeks. Woo!
Woo! Woo! 2 weeks. We're not playing next week.
Well, 2
Next
weeks.
week's Pirates.
Next week's Pirates.
Oh, well, you said delving into a pirate cove.
Immediately.
Yeah, we're crossing the streams.
double crossing.
Me and Wuten peeing in the same toilet, looking right into each other's eyes while we do so.
Acceptance at
Whoever
long
starts
last.
first.
It's Abdul.
Goddamn.
Oh my god. Every step we take. Anyway, y'all have a good one. We hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see all of you next week for Pirates of the Red Isles, and 2 weeks from now for Kyonin Legacies. Bye-bye!
Bye.